Yeah, Theo, let's get the chart open about the MOONBOYS. So you had the token. Let's see what's going on there.
Yeah, let's do it.
It
First
was
off, nothing here is financial advice. We're not financial advisors, just some guys on the internet. And welcome to the show. And I got Coke and Rom Reactor here.
Pump.Fun.
yeah.
What is
Glad
it?
to be here.
MOONBOYS?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay, we got the MOONBOYS chart up here on the 1 second.
Yeah, there we go. MOONBOYS podcast. We're in. I'm logging in.
There we go.
Let's see. Let's have it like an hour, 15 minutes, something like that, so you can see.
On the 4 hour?
Oh, like 15-minute hour. Let's see. Yeah,
That's the 4 hour.
Yeah, so
basically,
do the
Theo made a
3 minute.
bank. So you made a bank, and then
I'm up
you dumped it, yeah?
$130, and I put another soul into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So I'm $219 in the token right now.
Let's do it. I'm gonna right now buy a little bit, and of course, at the end of the show, not financial advice, but I'm gonna dump it everybody.
Wasn't it last time like?
Campaign.
Was it last time after the show like the price dumped heavily or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I bought the top.
That was like right here. That was when we ended the show last time.
Yeah, there we go. 0.1 soul injection.
Do we know like who bought it up in the beginning? Was it like the snipers and stuff like
no,
AI
I had a lot of degens messaging me on X like, "Hey, I've got ideas for the show. Here's some things we could do. We could do a giveaway. We could do all these things. Do you have any plans for the show? Are you going to have any guests, big guests coming on?" Like, there was a lot of people just wanting to speculate on the creator content meta. What is it called?
Okay.
CCM? Content creator meta. But then that meta kind of died out pretty quickly. So here we are, we're just streaming with a token, and that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's really amazing what Pump.Fun is doing, and if the live streams catch on, like once you get graduated, it's not like you leave Pump.Fun. You're still here. What they do is they just take the 85 soul and they lock it up on Jupiter or Radium. I forgot which one, but they just create a liquidity pool for your project. That's about it.
But you wanted to be able to bridge the MOONBOYS, or sorry, the Charlie Bull token from Ethereum to Solana, right?
Yeah.
But you were talking about launching it on Pump.Fun.
Yeah, so that's where we have the 1 billion lock. We're gonna purchase 1 billion tokens on the base liquidity pool, and we're gonna lock it up. To basically burn it. At the moment that Pump.Fun graduates, we're gonna burn those 1 billion tokens. And what initially is going to happen is we're going to have 1 billion tokens on Solana that are going to be different from the Charlie token. So we're going to call that token the Bull token, and the Bull token is going to give you exclusive rights for holding it. So you're going to kind of get like the early access on minting NFTs. Maybe we'll give like a whole day just for the Bull holders to come in and mint NFTs before everybody else. So all these little cool perks that are gonna be exclusive to the Bull holders, and that is gonna come from locking up. Now the reason why I did this is because I would have loved to launch like half of the supply on Solana, but seeing how Pump.Fun works, they don't really allow you to push your own coins. It's done through their smart contracts, and the way their smart contracts works is through this 85 sol bonding curve, and we can't really replicate that with the Char token. We will be able to still bridge Char token to Solana. So like you will be able to have Char trading on Radium through the base bridge, but the Bull token is going to be a separate thing. That's going to be for Pump.Fun exclusive users who are participating in the community on the stream and everything.
There is other launch pads on Solana though, like Bonk.Fun and Moonshot and Jupe Studio and a whole bunch of other ones. Why are you choosing Pump.Fun?
Yeah, the streaming.
Yeah, okay.
I think the streaming is going to give us a lot of partnerships. We could do things like with Coke. Let's say Charlie does a whole educational thing on RUNE. We could show people how you get Charlie, swap it to Ethereum, go to RUNE, swap that Ethereum into Solana or Sui or whatever. Get that out, go there, trade over there, come back, and then end the video back into with like you made some money on the Sui using RUNE, and now you're back into Charlie, and doing a lot of these partnerships with Pump.Fun streaming, I think is going to be really powerful, and it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning.
So it's like a decent stream. It's not like some kind of degen stuff, it used to be. Like people got banned. So educational stuff. That's good, at least.
Yeah. I wanted really just to empower people with blockchain rather than just like, hey,
we won't see you naked on the stream. No degen stuff.
Unless I lose a really bad bet.
So speaking of bets, what has been like your recent bets on markets?
I bought RocketPool the other day on that day. It's a little risky play, RocketPool, not gonna lie. But with my staking conviction, I still think ETH staking is gonna float, or how my friend says, it's gonna tickle the pickle of Wall Street. So once ETH staking ETFs go live, I hope Lido and RocketPool are gonna do well.
I'm actually surprised that the RocketPool is so low price wise.
Yeah, because it's decentralized. It's not really like it's like a compound kind of. If I had to relate it to a project, it's more decentralized. They don't really have like a leadership. It's still, the community is still going, but because of that, it's not catching Wall Street too much like Lido is. But at the same time, it is the only other staking protocol that's out there. So
yeah, but I think it's like, it feels like a Compound, Ave, or even the what is the other one? Rainfart, Curve, for example. They're all those financial tokens, but it's really hard to put the value for the token. Is it like the TVL what's in there, or do they bring revenue in? What
my theory is, if these financial institutions are going to want to control the future of the protocol, that's done through governance, and they're going to have to own a share of this protocol to be able to do that. Will they do it? That's going to be to tell in the future. Will it happen this bull run? I don't know. But I do know what can happen this bull run is if staked ETH gets live, the only way that staked ETH is going to happen is through TradFi going into Lido or RocketPool. And even if there's one big TradFi player that selects RocketPool versus Lido just to diversify their staked ETH holdings, that could put a good buy pressure into this project, which has been very drained from its liquidity since the old season was not as good. And yeah, that could pump the price really well. And we've seen that already. Like we've seen it just from August, it went from $4 to almost $10. Now it's back at $5 again. So just by a nice little old season push, and even without staked ETH, making highlights in Wall Street and TradFi, it did a nice 100%. So I could imagine this thing could reclaim that pretty easily and go higher. So we'll see. It's a bet, obviously, a high risk.
So we are in the fourth quarter already in this year. So what's your thoughts like for the next year? Is it going to be the same, like end of the year we have to sell it off, or is it going to be extended and we will more like synchronize with the TradFi? And what's your thoughts there?
I mean, my view right now is I have my squiggles. I could share my screen that I drew.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Squiggle the miggle.
Oh, this one. Sorry, this is just RocketPool.
Because it's funny. We are in the, like, as I said, fourth quarter of the year. It's supposed to be nearing the end of the cycle.
Okay, so
let's just take Bitcoin out of the view and look any other token. It feels like we even haven't started it yet. Or how do you guys feel?
Yeah, so Bitcoin has been conquering, right? So I drew these God-driven squiggles right here, following the what I call the I forgot the word for this.
Just to briefly touch on the question Coke had there too, about has the cycle even started yet? We're not very high up on the scale yet, right? Like we haven't really hit those unbelievable parabolic levels that we would maybe expect to be at the stage of the bull run. We are looking pretty nice going into October, November, and the Q4.
Every token, like OG token like XRP, Curve, AVE, they are about to break even, or they are way below against Bitcoin. So that it's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
for example, Ball.
Bitcoin.
You have Ball or Matic. It's
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that. I think it makes all-time lows still against Bitcoin, like a lot of other coins.
Yeah, the alts. I'll get into it very briefly. But so I draw out these squiggles of what my prediction will look like. My current prediction is now it's somewhat following it. I knew we're gonna go to 125. I said this last stream. I said we're gonna rocket to 125 very quickly, which we did. A little. I had a little bit delay. I thought it was gonna be in the middle of October, but it happened right away in October. Regardless, I know that there's. I predict that there's gonna be some consolidation in 125. So this is where the alts are gonna start heating up. I believe, and then we should have one final push to an all-time.
Oh, wow.
Here we could
Little
see
bit.
this is a retracement fib retracement that I did from the last high to low. So we have a 1.618. Now, of course, if we break it, we have a good chance to go towards 2.618. Will the top happen here? Will it happen here? I'm not sure, but somewhere along the line, I think we should probably tap the cycle out. Now, reason being, a lot of people think 200 Bitcoin is possible, 220. It is, especially if institutions keep going in and the limited supply is pretty dry, so it's going to push the price up. But of course, every time you go up like $20,000, that's like almost hundreds of billions of dollars in Bitcoin market cap that is being increased. So will that price keep holding without the supply sell pressure coming in at that point? Because most of these guys were buying it at like 70,000, right? They are very good up in terms of their TradFi standards. Very rarely you'll see a TradFi institutional buyer or institutional company making more than like 100% a year. So if that was like their Bitcoin play, they just did their yearly gains, and now they have to close up in December. That's where we're going to see some sell pressure, I believe, at least. But who knows? Will we go past this into January and February? We may. Now, regarding alts, we have here the total. Where is this total? Is it this one? Yeah, right here. Total 3. It's still kind of playing with its previous all-time high resistance. If we break that, I think we're holding very good at 1 trillion. 1 trillion support held very well. So it looks like alt season is coming. I mean, this is about to break. It's a nice consolidation upwards. I don't think it's going to go down. We're still.
Well, can you scroll a little bit more so we have the perspective of the last alt top?
Oh, yeah. I could put it on the weekly, so you can
okay, it's there. Okay, I can see.
Yeah, so it's obviously if you look at the last cycle, we're like here, right? So we did a nice, but last cycle was COVID. So will we see this again? This is a logarithmic scale, by the way, so the percentage is different. But if we do see a move like this, we would go all the way to like 3.5 trillion. Will we get there? I don't know, but is 2 trillion possible? That's like everything doubling, all the alts doubling from what they are now. I think that's possible. So, and something that can confirm this / kind of reject it, depending how you look at it, is the Bitcoin dominance. So, the Bitcoin dominance has had a nice rejection from its top here, and now it's kind of like playing with resistance. It's trying to break 50 daily moving average, but on a weekly it looks like we're bouncing. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin dominance and how low it goes. I really hope this is not the bottom. I don't think it is. We might go to 60 and then back down. But yeah, so the Bitcoin dominance is showing weakness, which is a good sign also. From there, you have you have a lot of coins. We do have RUNE also. So RUNE is one coin. Where is it?
We hit all-time high on Bitcoin yesterday.
Yeah.
We did.
That was RUNE. RUNE is also still kind of struggling, but it's holding this right here support.
$1. Yeah. So it's funny about RUNE, yeah. And looking at other tokens that are coming and seeing market in different perspectives, it is such a attention grab game, like compounds of everything else. RUNE, it doesn't kind of mean fundamentals doesn't mean that much. They only, I think, when they're going to when fundamentals are coming into the play is when they're like really, really oversold against the price action. I mean, when the fundamentals are really picking up. So RUNE has a lot of upgrades coming. That's crazy ones. So most of the
volumes increase. Like here was really nice buy volumes that occurred, and that kind of pushed the price up. So if we start seeing the volume increase pick up, I that's the way I'm playing a lot of points too. Like here, the reason why you mentioned Polygon, the reason why I bought it, because there's actually here there's big volume that I haven't seen in a while. Now the volume kind of drying up again, but the price is still holding on an uptrend. So
can you show me the weekly? Let's take a look at weekly volume as well. So
yeah, so a little bit
less. Okay, see, no, but still, it's like it's ticking up. It's ticking up. Yep.
Yeah. So like some coins, like I just doubled down because I saw these weekly volume spikes. Like somebody bought a lot, like at these prices. I don't know who it is. I don't know why they did it, but they took a position. This was in August, so they haven't sold yet. Of course, on other coins like Trace, I bought some Trace, but the opposite happened. There was a big buy here that just happened, but the price is still kind of like consolidating. So, but usually when I see big volume prices that occur, that means somebody bought a big bag and that person knows something. It could also happen where it's like on a red volume, but the red volume are not as significant as the green ones. Again, they might not play around. ZRX I bought with the volume and it's just been sideways for now. So, but here, for example, if you would have bought the volume, like here somewhere, like you would have been early and you would have done like a nice, almost 100%.
So let's maybe double in a couple of coins of the fundamentals as well. Have you been keeping up with the Polygon, with the MATIC? What's going on there even?
Yeah. I mean, they're still building everything out. I think what really destroyed the token price was them switching to a new token. Like if they didn't go from MATIC to Pols.
But it was just a rebrand. It wasn't like you think that's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big one. Yeah, rebranding is very bad for projects. I don't know why, but from what I experienced, like even I had this Paraswap token for a while. Now Paraswap I bought at like 2 cents, and they just rebranded to Velora. And now the day of the rebrand, it did phenomenal. It went to like 6 cents, and I was buying it at 2 cents, and then I saw it like around 3 cents on that same day. Yeah, you can probably you can't even see it because it just came out. But basically, I sold like around 2.7. I sold here, and thank God I did because I knew it was a rebranding, and I just instinctively already saw Polygon fail. So many other projects that rebranded failed from like Spartadex that I had experienced. So I knew for a fact rebranding is not always good news, and yeah, good thing I sold because it's down.
Yeah, this Sky rebrand as well with the MakerDAO. How did they do? I think being like such an OG token like a MakerDAO, I don't know. I don't feel like they needed to rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think the issue is that I understand why they do it. Like, imagine you haven't been in crypto since 2017. You are not familiar with the story of MakerDAO, all the hacks, etc. Yeah. And you go to Robinhood and stuff, and you say like MakerDAO. It doesn't feel like nice branded token. But yeah, I think at the moment those normies who are just coming on Robinhood, they don't have such a huge buying power anyway. So I'm not sure if it even needed any rebranding to the Sky. And same, Link hasn't rebranded.
Not yet.
They are
if they do, I probably would short it. I'll be honest with you. If Link rebrands, I would short it. So
it seems like, hey, Link is slowly picking up, but actually when you click against Bitcoin, you can down left corner, you can
click everything in Bitcoin is kind of like you go into the max or 1 year rather. I mean, this one kind of looks like it's just now outperforming, but that's what we saw with Bitcoin dominance basically in August. We had a nice little drop. Now, hopefully, we keep dropping. That would be really nice if we go like this is I'm looking at 55%, and then if we break that would be really nice because then we would be like somewhere here. 48%.
Yeah, taking a look at the Bitcoin chart at the moment, at least the Bitcoin dominance, I feel like the big, the like the final blow up, the big wave like that makes everybody speak and giggle and happy and all nice. This move hasn't happened. We have had a lot of rotations. We have had a lot of like golden boys like Pendle and now Hyperliquid doing really good with the volume. I'm surprised it's doing really good, even though they just have like a multi-sig and there's even not the smell of decentralization there. But hey, the product is good.
Yep,
I think it's the best. It's still the best. As a rune holder, as a rune believer, there is like the app layer built on top of rune, and they're building perps as well, and building a nice perp platform, especially when you want to do it like really decentralized way. It's really hard. It's not an easy task to have this like. They only had like a minor flaw when it came to hype, like this get liquidated out of the position and wreck the LP holders. They had only this one bug, but I think they fixed that as well. So far the product has done quite good, and being decentralized hasn't mattered that much. But now we can see like it's interesting. We see the volume is dying down. That it means like maybe there's not that much interest there anymore. Daily, it's
been getting attacked by Apex and Aster this last couple weeks.
Yeah, you don't have the longest chart as well. Maybe you can switch to hype longer charts.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where it is on which one is the longest one. I just chose.
I would probably just use the Hyperliquid website, but I'm not sure if you're able to in the States, right?
Yeah, I turned off.
Let's see, hype. Mexi. Let's see, hype on Mexi. I think is they always list everything. But the issue with the Mexi is that you don't get it's down below. You don't get the correct volume levels. So when it comes to the divergences and stuff like that,
there we go.
Yeah, you get it, but yeah, the issue is that volume may not be correct.
So you could see like logarithmically speaking, there's this. Sorry, my keyboard is going out, but there's this curve that's happening, like right here. Shit. Sorry, I'm using like.
I think it's quite a new, quite short chart. There is no reason for the logarithmic. Usually, the best is like when it's like decades, and then you have to like take those mass steps into the consideration. Yeah,
but I always use logarithmics. The reason being because it's like the gain, the move from like $10 to $20 is the same as $20 and $40.
To 40. Yeah. I get this.
You wouldn't see it evenly. If I turn it off, see. All of a sudden, you might think, hey, this it looks like the moves were less like than what they are.
For sure, yeah.
Or the other way around. It looks like they're more than what they are. So that's why I like to look at logarithm, because then when I draw my support and resistance or like channels, but yeah, you're right. It's not really that much history and hype to make it significant. Similar with RUNE, yeah, you could.
It's been I've been like closely monitoring the perps on the Rujira, so it's the app layer on top of RUNE. It's quite hard. And that's why I understand why people do it like just a multi-sig. Make it on put it on the blockchain, but not really. It's not decentralized. So I think if anything, guys, keep in mind, if it's on the blockchain, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's decentralized right away. It seems silly to say that. Of course, we know that, but a lot of people, I think, don't understand that. So even what was that? ZZ's one, Aster. Aster, it was like they even didn't pretend it was even on a blockchain. I think it ran out on the.
Well, that was the feature, not the bug, right? Because they had the dark pools, and that was supposed to be attractive for people who are sick of getting hunted on Hyperliquid, like James Wynn, for example.
Yeah, exactly. So so
they're just hiding order books.
Yeah, exactly, and that was supposed to be the feature. Like you could trade in secrecy with sufficient liquidity, actually more liquidity than Hyperliquid. People were speculating, what did they just hook Binance up to Aster? Because Hyperliquid had like 10 billion assets under management, something like that. And then Aster had like 80 billion. It was just like orders of magnitude way above. Like, how did they get there?
Well, Binance whales, right? It's very,
Yeah.
They just get a couple of billionaires to just throw some hundreds of millions of dollars into
Jason.
I don't know if Jason is a whale. Jason is just like more like a DJ. But maybe he knows whales.
The Chinese quant. I like RUNE about the community. Like, it seems like you get a lot of engagement when you post about RUNE, Coke.
Yeah. I mean, it's been like a somewhat hard work as well, being really engaged. Not just publicly on the X, but in the Telegrams as well, speaking with the node operators, helping everybody out. It's been like,
They have engagement.
if you leave the price action aside, it's been really fun. I really like it. So as soon as the price action picks up as well, it's like a dream job. Like, I really care about it. I really like what they do. There is everything is decentralized. Everything is designed in a way to be decentralized. So the ethos, it's what I really like. There is no like cutting corners. There is no like trying to be pleasing for investors, because nobody's hunting for the big boys. Now we're just implementing stuff that really is changing the landscape.
What I wanted to show Coke right here is basically, you were saying how like what's decentralized and what's not, and how can you see what's going on behind this DeFi machine. And behind this DeFi machine is you have what are called liquidity pools. And it depends how deep the liquidity pools are is where the price is going to be. So Linnea came out last month, I think it was like 3 weeks ago. And I decided, instead of cheating my airdrop, I would create a liquidity pool position and collect some APYs. So I went to see on EtherX what was the highest liquidity concentrations that they had. This one, I guess, got taken out already, but you see how there's these pillars of liquidity right here? There's another one right here. I guess this guy closed his position already because it's not here anymore. But basically, I just saw what the biggest liquidity spikes were concentrated in, and I made my range accordingly. And for the past 2 weeks, Linnea has been trading in my range, and I've been collecting about like 1,000 APY from the swaps that are generated from people either cheating their airdrops or getting into the token. But the reason why I figured out what the price of Linnea was going to be for the past 2 weeks is just simply by looking what the liquidity providers were giving for that price. So in DeFi, you might question what moves the prices, and you really just have to start looking at the liquidity pools. Once you start seeing where the deep concentrations are, that's where the prices will be going, or at least will be maintaining in. Because once you go outside of these concentrated prices, there's not much liquidity left. So you either are not going to have that much order fulfillments, or if it's a V2 pool, that's where prices start really going parabolic. But for most of the trading that occurs, it happens within these deeper levels of liquidity concentrations. And that's how you kind of would tell how much gain. So if you look at Thor, I don't know where RUNE has their biggest liquidity pool, but we can see in CoinGecko. Actually, I have it open right here.
It has on ThorChain, their own layer 1, of course.
Yeah. So you go to Regira, right? So yep.
Not Regira, I think. So what's interesting about ThorChain now? So we have the LP positions, right? Like Thor against BTC, Thor against ETH. But soon we will have like a combination of pools and order books as well. So it's going to be like a hybrid, and that's a new thing. Imagine you are on your ledger, and you want to sell your Bitcoin. Soon. So I think in Monday or Tuesday they will go live with the base layer limit swaps. That means on your ledger you're able to make a decentralized swap, but with the limit order, so you can set your price as well. At the moment, like ThorChain, Chainflip, all those cross-chain dexes, you have to just trade against the pool right away, right? You just make the order, whatever the pool depth is, that's how you get executed. But now, first time, you will have decentralized limit orders as well. So that's a really big thing. That's going to differentiate ThorChain from every other cross-chain protocol. And let's even not start with, for example, chain flip. Chain flips, all pools are set against the USDC. So that already kind of takes out the decentralization part of the protocol. So they kind of compromised, I think, at least. Like, let's say you want to be true decentralized blockchain. If you use centralized assets that somebody can just hold, that's kind of, I think it's like a flaw in your protocol.
So RUNE is a little bit more complex. So we're seeing you have a lot of different wallets that it like requires you to connect to start providing liquidity. But I'm sure
I will. Let's open it up. I will dumb it down a bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Connect wallet. The reason why you have too many wallets able to connect is that it's cross-chain. So let's say you have XRP, you have Rabbit wallet, and you want to go to Bitcoin, and then you have like a ledger. So you have to have a lot. That's why it's so complex as well. You have to have a lot of wallet availability as well. It's not an easy product to have. I mean, not easy thing to like fix. It's really complex.
Yeah.
And ThorChain itself only has a couple of native assets. It's a RUNE and TCY.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like you guys don't even offer concentrated liquidity. It just looks like to be V2, full range.
Not yet.
So this is actually,
not yet. Yeah.
So you wouldn't really be able to predict the price of RUNE, but for other ERC tokens, if you do see
there is no concentrated liquidity on ThorChain at the moment. The cross-chain swaps are in the level of just having pools, simple
B2.
pools like Bitcoin against RUNE.
Yeah,
and now we are going to have the limit swap, so that's going to increase the capabilities. And also in the near future, I guess, like before the end of the year, on top of the app layer that's built on ThorChain, we will have the concentrated liquidity as well, provided by Ruggiero. So you will have all the assets that ThorChain will support, but just have the concentrated liquidity set up. You will do it through the app layer. It's complex. It's super complex, and you can imagine how do you set up like concentrated liquidity if you want to go from ETH to Bitcoin, and you use RUNE as a middleman as well. So it's not an easy task to make. Of course, like if you're on ETH and everything is ETH ERC20 tokens, it's super simple. Like you have a simple gas token, it's smart contract, because ThorChain never had smart contract. And now it's just starting to build on top of ThorChain the smart contract thanks to Ruggiero. So
so until then, it's going to be a little bit harder to predict the prices. That's all going to be determined more on the traffic that comes in. So how many buyers and sellers are. That's how usually V2 pools are. But at least in V3 pools, like for example, a Link token, without even knowing too much about the project, I can see that right here, these prices, this is probably going to be the biggest price that holds, because that's the guy that provide the most liquidity. And that's -5 to -17% from what the price is now. So you can imagine like Link is treading on thin air. So once these buyers
breaks,
they're going to go to this range right here. So that's how you kind of can look into DeFi, see like where the concentrations of DeFi are. Now, of course, like this does not determine the price. This just determines the DeFi price, which is completely different from the price of a SEX. So the way like CoinGecko does, they'll aggregate all these prices together, and that's how they determine their price, which might not be but if the volume on the DEX is nowhere near related to the volume on the SEX, the price, of course, will be predominantly
of course, makes sense,
with a higher volume. So, but
I guess nowadays the what is called the washing, the volume washing, not washing. What's the correct term?
Tumbler.
like making
Laundering?
the exchanges having a lot of volume. Like it's I think it's not as a big issue anymore. Like we have established exchanges,
Yeah,
Binance,
yeah. So like,
Coinbase.
if I look at, for example, Link token, even though we just did this whole pool thing where we kind of see what the DeFi prices are going to be, but
I
at
get
the
it, what
same
you mean. Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you look, there's like 163 million 24 volume of Link tokens traded on BitGet versus 3-4 million on Uniswap. So what's really determining the price? Probably these guys right here, and they're
Market makers.
yeah, one of these exchanges exactly. So all these little things you got to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, like these guys are going to determine the price, and then these guys will only trade on the price that's determined here. Like nobody's gonna, like even if the DeFi protocol says like Link is $4 or whatever, according to us, nobody's gonna trade here, because over here it's like it'll be like $3 or whatever, because that's the way they determine their price with their order books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of Charlie, like having the price be the same across both networks, like you said, the Solana version would be called Bull. So the prices for Charlie on Ethereum and Bull for on Solana, they'd be different prices?
Yeah, because that's going to be a Pump.Fun graduated token,
Okay.
and that's going to have 85 SOL. That's going to be locked up on Radium from Pump.Fun, and 85 SOL is already a lot of money. I think that's like something like $100,000 or maybe more. And like that's going to be, so that's why the Bull token is going to be a little bit separate. It's going to be this exclusive Pump.Fun thing. And then the Char token, we will be able to bridge it to Solana. So, while we're streaming on the Pump.Fun, with the Bull token there, we will be demonstrating bridging Char token from Ethereum to Solana and back, and maybe providing liquidity on the Radium with the Char token, all that cool stuff.
So the
Isn't
Charlie token on Solana wouldn't be launched on Pump.Fun. It'd be launched on a different launch pad? Or?
No, it's this bridge. It's this one right here. It's if you go to Bridge, GitHub, Base, it's not live yet. They're saying it's going to be live soon. But the way this bridge works is you have this code right here, the base. And
you can just deploy it directly on Solana, and then you have to set up your own liquidity pool.
Yeah, so the way it works is like you would use this bridge, and you would bridge ERC20 to Solana. And then you could also bridge Solana to ERC20, I guess. But we're just gonna use this bridge right here, ERC to Solana and back.
So may I ask why you did this design? Because like having like an extra token, it's going to spread like the community, or like Richard Hart said, like just have this one token, shield the shit out of this one token, and let's make everybody buy this one token. So why this double token design?
Yeah, the double token design is just going to be exclusive to Pump.Fun streaming and tackling the Pump.Fun community, as well as.
Okay. So the only reason is to get Pump.Fun community.
Yeah, because
But
to stream.
why not?
Stream, we can't. I wish Pump.Fun had where I could just bridge the token. That was my initial idea. I would just take half of the token supply before even having liquidity, use this bridge, have it on Solana, then this ERC20 would have an address. Go to Pump.Fun, just say like, these are my tokens. Why can't I stream? But no, the way Pump.Fun works, it's very proprietary, and
you could just stream on Abstract since it's already in ERC20.
I could stream on Abstract, but again, you're looking at fees that are collected by Pump.Fun versus Abstract. I mean, what's the site that Ivan uses to look at all these fees? I forgot. It's like Artemis or something like that. DeFi fees collected.
Tokenomist.ai.
Maybe this has it right here. Yeah, Hyperliquid. Did I miss Pump.Fun? Or is that even here?
Pump, number 8.
Oh, number 8, yeah. Yep. Yeah, so, none of these ones obviously have streaming in place, and this one does. And it's making like something like $2.4 million in fees a day. The traffic is clearly there. The people are there. I mean, if you're not here, you're missing out. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we have to go through this bull token kind of thing. I wish Pump.Fun had it so that you could just make any ERC20 token, but nope, when you go in there and you want to create a coin, this is the only way.
But wasn't there a way, like somehow burn some tokens on ERC20 side? Then
yeah, that's the way the bridge works. That's the way the bridge will work, but we're not going to be able to have these tokens on Pump.Fun.
Get them somehow like tied up, like at least a ratio wise, so ARPs can trade between each other, or like have this like.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be with the regular Char token. You're still gonna be able to chart, but and then the pool
but no way to do it with pool, right? So it's going to be
no, because you can't even. I thought about it, like they only do 1 billion token supply. There's no less, no more. You can't. Like I thought, okay, maybe like I could just make my own token supply, and this way it'll be at least equivalent, and I'll just burn the other tokens on Ethereum. But nope, you only can have 1 billion on Pump, and that's it.
I don't think you can just buy up the entire supply though with like 100 Solana, because I think it would keep getting more and more expensive as you go to buy it. Or you're saying if you one clip it,
let's see, it
would instantly bond.
Yeah, instantly bond basically. Yeah.
You're gonna launch a Theo token right now on stream?
I have to log in, but
I guess I already did this for Coke, so I can't really complain.
Oh yeah, but you'll see once you create it, it'll tell you like how much you want to buy initially, and if you just type in 85 sol, it'll give you like 1 billion tokens, which is the max supply.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how it works. I mean, the whole concept of Pump.Fun is pretty interesting. I had this theory once I learned this concept. Like, if we can get everyone to just consistently graduate tokens, no matter what, like without dumping them before last minute, before graduation, Pump.Fun will probably go out of business like very quickly, within a matter of like days, if everybody just keeps graduating tokens. Because they would have their contract would keep deploying 85 sol into Radium no matter what. It's like fixed. It's not like they do it manually. It's all automatic.
So they make money off people rugging?
No, they make money. I think they keep a percent for themselves when they deploy it. When they deploy to Radium, they keep a percentage.
Let's check the live streams. Let's see if we're at the top of the live stream charts.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's
we're going up against Gainsey. That's why.
Yeah, we got to get up here. But yeah, most of these tokens are already graduated.
Yeah.
That are live. I don't know if we can filter it.
Include not safe for work. Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even see that before. I was wondering why there was no weird stuff.
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yeah, advanced settings, you can see it.
So was the MOONBOYS token made here as well on Pump.Fun?
Yeah.
Yes. That's why we're live on Pump.Fun right now.
That's why?
Yeah, because it was launched.
Let's fucking go.
Do you want to see me dump a bunch of liquidity into the chart?
You're
gonna front run me?
I don't see that stream for some reason. It's not playing. Did we get disconnected?
No. We're live.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're here.
Yeah, we're live.
Not sure why Mozilla and stuff. But yeah, the Pump token. This is funny. This is like where I bought, and it was just like we had the first.
Yeah, there was snipers that got in right after the initial buy. They put in like 20 grand into the chart, and that was the first token I'd ever actually have some success with. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then I think most of those snipers have left, but now, so it's actually a decent place to actually load up here at these low levels.
Yeah, and the nice thing is Pump.Fun gives like $7,000. So this initial.
I can see a W forming.
Yeah,
it wants to. Yeah.
W's in the chat.
Justin will buy soon, guys. That's from
right.
Justin.
He loves the W's. You taught him that, and he's just going crazy on the W's now.
There's a lot of
W's are nice, especially when you have like divergence as well, and M's if you have divergences. It's great. It shows something, and you have like a clear buy. You have clear sell and take profit as well if you want. So it's simple. Simplicity.
Yeah, I mean, and you can imagine once you become like one of the top Like these guys are caking it in so much. Oh, not these guys. Sorry, the ones over here on the top.
So I've been so far away with this degen stuff. I've only been in like fundamental tokens. So what's going on here? So there's like people launching their tokens, streaming the tokens.
Creator capital market meta. Yeah, it was really hot a few weeks ago. Everybody's been making tokens and streaming for the token and stuff like that.
Crazy.
So where are we?
At one point.
Pump.Fun.
What's our market cap?
7K, 7.5K. It just went up $500 because I bought into the chart.
Nice.
And somebody followed me into the trade, I guess, and dumped on my head.
That's interesting. That's interesting. So let's say the Pump.Fun things keeps going on, like being consistent on the platform, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you make crypto content. Why go on? Like,
yeah, we're gonna keep doing it because why not, right? Like
Twitter.
we're on YouTube, Twitch, X, Kick, and Pump.Fun. Maybe we'll be on Abstract next week as well, but why not just stream everywhere?
Yeah, I like what you do with the branding as well, like having these nice backdrops, all the stuff. You're doing a good job.
Trying to make it more of a community thing. It's not just Theo, it's all of us,
Yeah.
and we can all have ownership of it together, right? Because it's not fair to
That's
you guys
awesome.
if Rom Reactor's trying to build his brand, and every week he's streaming on Theo channel. It's not really helping him. So this is more of like a community brand that we can all use.
Yeah, it's God will make it work. So it's
we just gotta keep
open.
doing it, and eventually, if we get some, what do you call it, traction, and people start joining.
Oh, this down. Wait, scroll a little bit down. What is the like Al Qaeda guy like trying to kill somebody?
We'll be big next cycle.
A little bit lower.
This is our incubation
lower.
phase.
Who's that guy on the right?
This guy? Oh my
Stu
God.
there. Yeah.
He has 60,000.
Let's see the chart. Let's see the chart.
Donation.
He's got an alt.
So he's using the fees from the token to donate to St. Jude's Foundation, something like that. So this is a popular meta. It's like a charity meta.
Yeah, but I'm always skeptical. Will they even donate? A lot of people are frauds. So
a lot of them have been, yeah. Like so, the Kind token, KIND, that was a major one for this type of meta.
fraud? Or did they even donate? Or was it fraud?
Another one was like donating to streamers, I think, and then like capturing the reactions of the. I think that's what Kind was. Kind, KIND, yeah, the kindness coin. Yeah, this is an
that's
example
quite
of the
high.
charity
1.5
meta. Yeah,
1.1 million.
so he's
So
showing
now
clips of people being happy that he donated to them and stuff like that. Because he'll come in and donate like $1,000 to them or whatever. Because people are making a ton of money on these
Oh wow,
feeds.
the market was quite high. 50
Yeah,
million.
40 mil, yeah.
Oh wow.
So I mean, and you can imagine, like if you do it consistently enough, like even if this one spike that happened, like you're still at 1.5 million market cap. Like that's amazing. Off of like a stream, this guy maybe put like $100 into his coin, probably. I just had an idea, and now he's sitting at 1.5 million consolidating. And will it pop off again? Maybe it could. And it's already trading live. He already graduated, so it's really awesome that he didn't have.
It looks like he's got like a 24-hour stream going on of like his past wins.
Yeah.
So that helps things happen as well when you're constantly streaming, and there's some interactivity and.
Fees donated, community donors. Total.
Yeah, you can make a lot of fees like that. I thought about that today, just setting up one of my computers to just constantly stream my studio and just have like a Theo's bedroom sort of stream. I thought that could be kind of interesting.
So I can see you sleeping?
Capture all my candid conversations. Exactly, yeah. I could be in the not safe for work category. Talking shit about Coke.
Link coin.
That's fine. I'm a grown up. I don't mind.
You like it?
Pepe backwards. That's funny. Pep. Oh, fuck.
I don't care. I'm big boy.
About to drop. I wish you could short a lot of these because that would probably be really cool if you could. Because most of the ones that graduate.
Yeah, I guess maybe on hype you could short some of them.
If they're graduating.
I don't know. Really few. Like they have to be high on the market.
It would be pretty big, yeah.
Yeah. This didn't graduate yet, so it's almost there.
Okay, well let's blast through the slideshow for the last 7 minutes of the show. Does that make sense?
Let's do it. Let's do
Sure.
it. Just
Okay.
presenting.
Finally, time for nudes. Let's go.
Welcome to the show, MOONBOYS podcast. Disclaimer. Let's go. Shout out to Patreon Fear and Greed Index is at 58 today. Shout out to Josh. He says, I'm up because of your calls. Thank you, Zoo. No problem. It's my pleasure to help you with my amazing calls that all go to zero. BTC ETF, third biggest week ever. This one was dedicated to Justin because he loves looking at the ETF inflows for Bitcoin. So that's been pretty bullish. Yeah, Bitcoin hit the all-time high yesterday. This may be the breakout zone or it may be a rejection. We don't know, but we'll see, I guess, this week, right? October.
Yeah.
Housing affordability, actually, in the States, not looking too bad compared to Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. Australia being the worst. Canada,
Holy shit.
bit of a bubble in the last few years. It's come down. I'm back to affordable levels in Canada here. That's nice.
So you wanna tell me like US is almost like twice as good as the Australia at the moment?
US is good for house prices right now, actually, if you zoom out like that, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But maybe that's just like on average. Like I'm sure if you buy a house in New York, it's probably like up there.
Well, that's, yeah, you can pick the outliers like New York and Los Angeles, of course.
It's like I was watching Bernie Sanders the other day, and he made a very good analogy. It's like, let's say it's just three of us. I'm a billionaire, and you guys are like just brokies. Maybe you have like $20,000 each in your pocket. But on average,
we're all billionaires. We're all billionaires now.
Yeah, on average, if you put us together in an average pot, all of us are like multimillionaires or billionaires.
Yeah.
But in reality, I'm the only billionaire, and you guys are broke. So it's like, so the same thing here. Like, on average, maybe the houses of the U.S. is decent if you want to live like somewhere in the farm with no water or whatever the fuck.
Maybe interesting.
Yeah,
We could do a quick diversion into the BSV chart by request here by Isan. They got BSV versus the US dollar on the daily.
BSV. So if I remember correctly, the magician guy who went
closed above the 120 here.
suppression.
So decent closure above the 120, but you still have the 200 daily moving average to contend with, and it was rejected off that here. So if we can't get above that, that's still bearish, because the 120 only makes sense when the 120 is above the 200, right? So it's still a bearish trend, but it does look fairly promising here. BSV. NFT was talking about Bitcoin Cash. That's not the right one. Let's keep moving, boys. We only got 5 minutes left.
Let's also
Tech, go ahead.
JLP and Jupe, because that was from last week's stream. Maybe we could touch a little quick touch up on what's going on with JLP and Jupe, because that was supposed to be like kind of like the safe asset that you can.
Yeah, JLP is still looking good. Pumped in the last 7 days. So we were at a low there a week ago when we were streaming. So we're back up to these all-time high levels on JLP. So very nice on JLP.
Yep.
And Jupe is under the 120, but I'm just going to keep staking it and hoping for more airdrops.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into it. What do I got? Tech dominates and growing ever faster. So traditional cyclicals and defensive stocks are going down while tech stocks are going up. McRib Bitcoin season is back. Okay, so usually when McRib season is right when we rip, and the McRib just came back, so this may be the bottom signal that we're looking for.
Nice.
Non-Americans own record amount of U.S. stocks. Foreign holdings of U.S. equities hit record. I wonder if this is because you can trade stocks on chain now. Probably not.
AMC. Oh, record amount of stocks. It could also be just because American stocks are outperforming everything else. It's a lot safer for you. Like let's say you want to have like a savings account or like a retirement account, and you live in Estonia, let's say. And in Estonia, their capital market structures might be like way more scammy than usual. So you don't want to invest in your whatever Estonia top 500 companies are. You might as well just put it into the stock market, S&P 500.
Yeah, that's actually true. I've noticed that I've kept my eye on like German stock, Estonian as well. And there is not a lot of opportunities here. It's not like Coinbase is IPOing on Germany or something like that. So, and companies set up their structure in a way as well, so to get listed on Nasdaq. So it makes sense. The liquidity is there. People, even though it's maybe like Estonian startup, even Estonian startup wise, they I think they listed on the UK stock market, and that's the simple reason. It's as long as US is going to dominate with the S&P, the liquidity is there. Liquidity is there. People will go there to list their stocks. They're going to structure the companies in a way so they could do that. So it makes absolute sense. They will suck the liquidity out of the small players, and yeah, not much has been going on at least in Estonian stock market last 2 years. Like here and there, but not much.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why the people that live in these countries, they also just end up buying U.S. stocks.
Yeah.
So prediction markets, Coke, I saw that you were starting to take a look at prediction markets. This one was, there's an insider that they identified this one, that he voted yes on this particular one. So I went in with my first sizable prediction market. So I finally joined the team. I'm on
Dark
prediction
side
markets now. How are you doing with prediction markets, Coke? Did you lose on that bet?
I didn't bet. I was just wondering, and I didn't bet. It seemed too good to be true, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. So if you go on the prediction markets like Polymarket or something, there is two types of like bets. Not two types, but I would say there's like the simple bets: who wins Eurovision, who wins the World Series of football, soccer, whatever. Simple ones, right? And actually, the one that I posted was like, it's going to US.
Well, the US shut down by October 1st.
Exactly.
And then they shut down October 2nd.
And if you read the fine print there, it's more, it's not about is it going to shut down or not. It's more like about like technicality. Like, will they post announcement on the gov.this website? It's just be careful, guys. If something seems too good to be true, just look at what's going on. What's the qualifier term? No, not take the opposite, but just to be aware. Like I didn't bet. That's good. I didn't bet. I was thinking of placing $100 there, but at the end, I just skipped because there was this. You had to make account and stuff. I was like, fuck this. I don't have time, but I will still monitor. And it turned out, first of all, it resolved day after, as you said, that I didn't like, and there was no dispute. And I don't know. If the bet is like about technicals, like how this happened, I don't like it. But yeah, having a simple one, who wins, maybe you have an edge, which football team is better. Why not?
Yeah, I think we have an edge on this one, but it's going to be waiting until November 3rd, so it's going to be a long wait on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polymarket is pretty interesting. That's like another big reason why I bet on the Polygon token, because I thought like, hey,
it seems actually more fun than Perps. I don't know. It more engaging, more fun. No liquidation levels as well. You have to keep in mind. You may go in like a really high percentage, 90%, but it comes down like back to 50 for some kind of rare news. It turns out it's fake news. Bam, it's back to 95. You don't get liquidated, so it's fun in a sense. There's no liquidations. It's just, I mean, you lose everything if it resolves in the opposite way. But you can buy low, sell high as well. So, for example, on that chart, you after September, like middle of September, you could buy like something 7%, and you can already actually sell it on 25%. So you made 4x. So it's not just
completion. Yeah.
Yep. It's fine. It's cool. I like it. I think it's it's a fun way, especially when you have your own niche as well. Like maybe you're really good at UFC or I don't know, warmongering. You know, like will somebody attack somebody?
This is interesting too. So apparently, Polymarket was not allowed in the U.S. I never seen this message because I usually have Canadian VPN. But I guess now since I have a VPN, I hope I don't get. I hope that my
doxed yourself. You doxed yourself.
Not even doxing yourself, just like random projects will all of a sudden, when I connect, they're going to tell you like, yo, you're not allowed here. You know, that would suck. But yeah, Polymarket apparently is coming home to the US. So that's going to be interesting once they launch in the US. How many US traders will start actually using it. I would think most US people are using it now with VPN and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be nice to see.
And also you can bet on crypto as well. Like say, like will the ETH close above 5K in the end of the year? It's like yeah, you can do that as well.
Let's start keeping tabs on it. Like if you guys find any Polymarket bets that you're taking, like let's start talking about it. Keep an eye on it.
Bitcoin.
What will? Oh, okay. You can do that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, this is my trade here on Polymarket. But yeah, we'll keep moving right along. Bullish cross for BTC. So this is on the PMARP at the very top of the screen there. You can see the it's crossed over to the upside, and the jewel line is still at the middle in the upside. So it's a bullish setup for BTC here. REKT Rejection. This one goes out to Lily Crypto Beans. She holds massive bags of REKT, and it's rejected off the 120 here. So the final,
I have a what do you call it? Kind of like PTSD from holding any token that sounds like you're gonna lose money.
Yeah.
my initial
Rug token.
Well, sorry, my initial was when what's his name, Sam Bankman-Fried put like $100 million into like Black Hole or something like that. It was called Hole, and it literally went to zero. And then I ended up buying some project called Abyss. And that's the one called Fuse, and another one called Fuse. Both token basically had an association with darkness and bombs and whatnot. And yeah, they both went to zero. So now seeing REKT, Lily, I love you, but be careful out there.
Yeah, I still couldn't bring myself to buy into it. Although it seems like a bullish project. They have buyback set up. They sell drinks. You guys familiar with the REKT drinks? This is Mando and OSF. You guys aren't aware of that. That's fine. Okay, so we got Stark. This one's for Justin as well. So Stark was supposed to be the secret trade, and it pumped massively, got rejected off the 120 there. So I'm not sure if Justin got liquidated. If anybody wants to do a wellness check on Justin this week, we haven't heard from him in a couple weeks, so hopefully he's okay.
Can you send law enforcement at Justin's?
A wellness check on Gerhard, maybe?
Oh, I spoke to him. Nah, it was already 4 days ago. He must be dead.
He's doing good. He's in Poland.
Overdosed with Suboxone or something.
MSTR is back at support. I loaded up the bags with MSTR this week, so let's blast off as Bitcoin pumps. And here you can see my MSTR versus Tesla trade. So I'm back in the trade. So I bought the bottom of MSTR once again down here on the right where the little green B is. So we'll see. Maybe I'll sell it when we get to the top of the range again. But yeah, we are overextended. I bought the Pico bottom there. It looks really nice.
Looks good.
Iron. This is a Bitcoin miner. They are cooking. I got into Iron this week and Cypher as well. Same thing. Bitcoin miners. They're both pivoting to being AI data centers. So that's been a good narrative for them. As Bitcoin miners, they can easily pivot to being data centers for AI. And then I got a little cartoon at the end here. Guys, I am starting to think that we are not investors, that we collectively suffer from a crippling gambling addiction. That's a shout out to Bold, Leonidas. And subscribe to our Substack. That's the final slide.
Subscribe to our Substack, yeah.
I think I had one more thing, but I'm... Oh, yeah, RUNE /BTC versus the Moon. Can we do that one really quick?
Just do it.
The moon chart.
I need the moon and the moon phases.
There it is.
This is one of Justin's favorites as well.
Leading.
Let's go to the 2 week.
Looks
really
like
bad.
looks like once the full moon comes in, you have some kind of a relief, but then it's like every
yeah, this is a nice bottom here for RUNE versus BTC. When the full moon comes in, like tomorrow, we could load up the bags and get a nice 10% upside.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Monday. We will launch the limit swaps as well. So it's interesting.
Right there, 15% on the upside.
Coke is about to, like, right before
minimum
gets his ledger out. 100x position on RUNE now.
Actually, speaking of ledger, if there's anything, guys, for the viewers, go take a look at the Vulticy wallets. Ledger, all those hacks lately, you have the one, your key leaks or somebody gets into your PC, you're gone. But multi-sig is like a new wallet type. You set it up between 3 devices, your laptop, your iPad, your phone. And even if you make a trade, you initiate the trade, you start it from your device and you don't broadcast it out, and you sign with other device. So take a look, guys. It's a safe pay, safe option. You have to be compromised from the 3 different sides. So I think it's a nice way to continue. And even ThorChain is actually using the technology to make their vaults where they have the tokens held, the LP positions and protocol-owned liquidity as well.
It's good. It reminds me of like the situation when like the alt mania comes and one of your multi-sigs is like at your mom's house and you're there like calling your mom right away. I need the code. I need the code immediately. And your mom is like not tech savvy, or your dad or grandma or whatever. So it's like takes you like 2 hours and the price is just like dumping and while you're trying to retrieve.
Yeah, that's why multi-sig is great. Between all your 3 different devices, you can be your own dad, mom, and yourself at the same time, and in your house. So you don't have to rely on your mom anymore.
That's safe anymore when if it's all in the same location.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Theo, let's close down this shop for this week.
Yeah, I can't remember if I had anything else, but yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. It's been a great show. Thanks, Rom Reactor. Thanks, Coke. Rom, are you going to dump all your MOONBOYS tokens at the end of the show again?
Yeah, that's as promised.
Who's going to dump?
Let's see what happens. I have to go back to. Oh wait, it was open on the other.
Are the cascading liquidations starting here? Let's take a look.
Let's see what happens.
So we're at 7.48.
Sell MOONBOYS.
Rom's dumping. I'm going to buy the blood.
Oh, damn. I am down 1 million. I'm up point. I don't think I made money. Oh, I made 0.03. Oh,
Good
no.
job.
I think it's because Theo bought. So I RocketPool Theo.
That's okay. I got Mr. Heavy Bags.
But I'm buying again next week. So
yeah, it's okay. What's the $100 between friends?
That's what's up.
Yeah, I just my goal of this is to try to get engagement into trading so that we can get more fees for the project. And then what will we do with the fees? That could be up to us, maybe donation, maybe we could do like community giveaways or something. I like the idea of the donation. I think that could be something helpful where we could take this coin and the fees that we generate from trading. Maybe we'll give it to like one of the foundations and. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the idea. Like, if we could get a bunch of fees, we could just split it with the crew. But so far, it's only been like a couple $100, and I've been hoarding it. So you guys have all been getting wrecked as a result, I think. But we'll keep trying.
At least somebody's making it.
Yeah, one of these days, you guys will get a cut, I guess.
How do you see all the trades here? It's supposed right here, trades. See, did my thing come in?
I'm trying to raid somebody on Twitch. Is it working? Okay, we're going to raid out to MicroTrader. Perfect. Okay, thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for the show, joining, and Coke and Rom Reactor. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Peace.